Welcome back, everybody. That's Sam, and I'm Phil.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Today, we're checking out The Twist by Chubby Checker. And you missed it because Sam was alluding to calling me Chubby Checker from now on. I was not too excited about that. And then I asked her,
literally streaming tears.
And then I asked her how she would feel if I started calling her Chubby Checker. Instead of honey, I was going to call her, hey, Chubby Checker, I'm home. And she wasn't too in favor of that either, I don't think.
I just like the name. I feel like it's fun to say.
It is certainly a unique name. And this song is pretty damn renowned, let me tell you.
Yeah, so this came out in 19...
Before we get to that, how do we arrive at this song? The members voted on it.
I don't know how we arrived at this song.
She forgot that part. She forgot that
is it a request?
There's so many things that we went over about this song in terms of why it's so well known that she forgot that the members voted on this one. So thank you guys so much for voting on this, getting us to check this one out because, like I said, apparently it's pretty renowned. So please, Samantha, start to elaborate on why it is so
I was supposed to
renowned.
go off on my whole speech. This came out in 1960 and went to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 when it came out, and then it's actually the only song in history that's actually topped the charts twice.
1962 was the second time.
So 2 years after it came out, it went back to the top of the charts, which is crazy to me.
#1 on the Billboard chart. And like Sam said, it came out in 1960. It was actually a cover song, which is very unique as well, that it went to #1 twice. And it wasn't the original. And some other facts about it was that the Billboard named it the best song of the 1960s pop song, I think.
It was just the biggest hit of the 1960s.
Biggest hit of the 1960s in 2014. So that's pretty big. Because
and it also went to the Grammy Hall of Fame in year 2000.
2000, yeah. And the Library of Congress in 2013. So
lots of accolades for this song.
100%. And to me, the thing that stands out about that is the 1960s were filled with so many hits from, groups like the Beatles, for example. And so you have Chubby Checker that's topping that list. So clearly, the members were pointing us in the right direction as to why we needed to check this one out.
I have high expectations. I'm going to let you guys know from now.
Yeah. And apparently a lot of it was to do with the dance vibe that came with it. So only 2.5 minutes. I mean, it's a lot of praise for a 2.5 minute song. So maybe we shouldn't waste any more time here and get into it. Are you ready, or you wanted to add anything else to your spiel?
I'm ready to see what this is all about.
All right, let's go. Okay.
Let's do the twist.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
That's the twist?
Take me by my little hand and go like this. Yeah, twist.
That voice.
Baby, twist. Ooh, yeah. Just like this.
Just twist those hips.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, daddy's just sleeping, and mama ain't around. We're gonna twist it, till we tear the house down.
That's a lot of twisting.
Come on and twist, yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do.
All right, it looks like we got a sax coming. I wasn't expecting that, but clearly this would be getting you on the dance floor, and that's probably why it was so popular.
Yeah, this is so catchy. I feel like also too, I don't know about you, but I feel like anything that has a dance associated with it that blows up, people start to know the dance, makes it even that much more popular.
Even today, you could say that's true,
100%.
right? Songs that become really, really popular that have a specific dance associated with it help it go viral. And we see the origination of that right here with the twist. And are you recognizing some of these films here that have come up on the screen?
So I recognize the actors. I just don't know what movie it's from.
I thought we saw one from John Travolta there, so I didn't know if that had something affiliated with like a film that you may have watched that would have reference to
I didn't
Grease or
even
whatever.
realize. I must have missed that. I had my eyes like close and jamming out a little bit.
You're
so maybe
much
I missed
more
that clip.
affiliated with the
Yeah.
Broadway style of film or theater. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pick up on a lot of them. I know there were some more modern films.
Yeah, there's
in
one there with James Franco and Kirsten Dunst. I
Yeah.
don't know what that was though.
Yeah. So, anyways, everybody was doing the twist. Doesn't matter if you're going back into the '60s or you are in more modern 2000s. You know what the twist is, and even if you don't know what it is, you're probably doing it and not realizing it. It's a very,
I feel like that's a dance move I've seen my mom do a couple times before.
I think it's also something like it's so basic to an extent that you don't even realize it's a dance move, so to
Yeah,
speak.
fair.
It's just like kind of like a normal thing to do when you're dancing, right? Just moving your hips, right?
Yeah, twisting
And-
back and forth.
Yeah, but it's actually, something that came from somewhere, which is so often the case when it comes to history. You are recanting history to some extent in a way that you never knew you were.
Don't even know it. Yeah.
All right, let's finish her up and we'll have some closing thoughts.
Down. Come on and twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah. Just like this. Come on, little miss. And do a twist. Yeah. You should see my little sis. You should see my little sis. She really knows how to run. She knows how to twist. Come on and twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah. Just like this. Come on, little miss, and do a twist. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, twist all night. Twist.
The twist got a little too intense there at the end and might have pulled a muscle. And I feel that pain because right now my neck is fried. So it wasn't from doing the twist, but Sam was calling me Chubby Checker anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's a couple other clips in there I recognized towards the end. Mad Men was one of them. So, I mean, I guess they've used this in lots of different things as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could be some of it too. It's just clips, right? That the people dancing, but
Yeah.
it's the twist, right? There's not a really quantified what the twist is exactly, but it's a dance move that originated in the dance floors of the 60s, clearly.
Yeah.
And
Definitely a lot of fun and very upbeat.
yeah, and and I can understand now why it was so popular in terms of a pop song because it wasn't complex. It was, a great vibe and get you out on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Great voice. The vocal is great on it from Chubby Checker.
Yeah.
He's it's got a very powerful, smooth vocal and kind of almost like an announcer vibe, like get out on the dance floor,
Yeah.
but mixed with actually talking about a dance.
Yeah, and I feel like the instrumentation was very feel good, even with the addition of the saxophone in there. I feel like it was great when they added that in, and it was very
Short and sweet.
Yeah,
So you enjoyed it.
I did. 2 thumbs up from me.
And so I can call you Chubby Checker from now on.
Maybe we'll see how I feel about it.
Yeah. After the vibe of the song vanishes away, I will definitely not be able to call her Chubby Checker. But you guys can let us know if there's anything else from this guy that we should check out.
Yeah.
And drop a comment down below. I think actually one of our members had said he grew up down the road from them on their street.
Oh,
Yeah.
small world.
Yeah,
That's
few
cool.
houses down, and knew him by his first name, Ernest Evans, and so that maybe isn't as catchy as Chubby Checker. So I can see
He
why.
got like EE though and CC, so he's stuck with the
double letters.
That's right. So you guys can give us any other stories that you might have in the comment section down below. Hitting the like button really helps our channel. Thank you so much for everybody supporting us. Thank you so much for everybody that comes through.
You guys are amazing.
And checks out our videos. We really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you in our next one.
Thanks for watching.